Hey everybody, welcome back to Ando's Brick Hut. I'm here doing some Star Wars Lego news. Very excited. As you can see, I've got a brand new special Star Wars avatar of me as the Mandalorian. As you can see, I've got my luscious beard happening underneath the helmet. I love it. I don't know. I just think it's funny. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So there's been some. This is some older news, ultimately, but this is an upcoming set. So this is going to be set 75314, and this is the Bad Batch Attack Shuttle. So this is based on a spin-off, basically, of the Clone Wars cartoon show. I've watched about like the first four episodes, and I really like it. I think it's a very very fun set. So this is going to be 969 pieces, and it's going to be retailing for $99.99. So this is available for pre-order now. Now this is a fairly big set, and there's quite a few minifigures involved, and there's quite a few builds. So let's kind of break it down a little bit here. So, as you can see, it looks a little bit like a shark and an Imperial shuttle had a baby, which I'm not mad about, frankly. I think it looks really cool. I think it'll display really well. If you go back to the previous picture, I was not a big fan of kind of this exposed, um, like reverse studs that are going on there. I don't know. I don't like it when you can see the underside of a build. I don't know. It's just there's something about it that's just a little weird to me. I agree, Harley. Um, that's Harley, the Lego cat. She's helping me film this apparently. So, hi Harley. Welcome to YouTube. So what else we got? So anyway, so it comes with obviously the five main characters from the show. You've got Hunter, Wrecker, Tech, Crosshair or Echo, and Crosshairs. Crosshairs still an Imperial uniform there, and then you get a Conch droid, which I think that's phenomenal. That we're coming with that. So on top of the main build, also we get these two separate speeder bikes. So even more builds for that. So you can get them. Looks like you got Tech in one, and looks like they put Crosshair, their sniper, in the other one. So I assume you can get the rest inside of their attack shuttle. I don't watching the show. I don't know that they've got a name for it just yet. But I do know that they do. They are in that show. They are in that ship for the majority of the show, just kind of traveling from place to place. Um, so here you can kind of see the back of the ship, and you can also see that for the characters that have hair, they come with little hair pieces. So when they're not wearing their stormtrooper helmets, you can kind of put them wearing that, which is kind of cool. So yeah, so this is a fun looking set to me. I will probably pick this one up. I'm not thrilled about the $100 price point, but uh, it seems like they probably thought this would be the one, like a one and done set. Kind of hoping we get a Bad Batch version of Crosshair opposed to his Imperial uniform, but we shall see. And also, I'd be surprised if there wasn't a small set, because there's like one other like main character who's a kid named Omega. So we'll see what they decide to do with that. So another one from Clone Wars here. This is set number 75316. This is the Mandalorian Starfighter, and I think this is another gorgeous looking set. So this obviously comes with Bo-Katan, as well as the character's name is escaping me, and another Mandalorian fighter. So the ship itself, I mean, it looks cool. Like it looks just like a normal kind of starfighter. So this particular set is 544 pieces, and it's retailing for $59.99. A little bit of Disney tax going on. You know what? I got to be honest. Knowing what all this set contains, I'm down. I think this is actually worth the money, and I will show you why. Um, like, check this out. The set actually, like, the wings here are on like a modular piece here, so it'll rotate. So it'll go from being flat right here, for when you kind of land, and then when it flies, it rotates 90 degrees. I think that's awesome. That is a really cool feature and design and a way for this to fly. Um, Now, obviously, the minifigures are super cool and super unique. I've got Funkos of these two characters, and they're really great character designs. I wish I knew more about Clone Wars, truth be told, but I love this. This looks like a really really fun set. This is definitely one I'm going to be picking up. Probably not right on August 1st, but probably shortly thereafter. So let's move right along to see this one rotate again. Oh, I forgot. They also like go straight up and down. It kind of looks like a weird cathedral to me. Um, I don't know why it necessarily does this. If anyone who watches Clone Wars knows what the deal is when the wings are upright like this, it's kind of cool. But I don't know what the purpose is for it. Oh, and Bo-Katan comes with her little Ron Howard haircut that you can just pop right on when you take off her super sweet Mandalorian helmet. I really love the design of her helmet too. I should check to see if that's WWE's Sasha Banks. She was in the Mandalorian and she played one of one of Bo-Katan's trusted lieutenants. So should see if that's supposed to be her. All right, so this is an interesting one. So this is set 75310, the Duel on Mandalore. Now I believe this is a big moment in the Clone Wars, which is cool. So this is only $19.99, which I think for a small set is totally acceptable. Obviously, the big deal here is the minifigures, and then you've got these like two extra builds. So here's Ahsoka Tano and Darth Maul. If you don't watch Clone Wars, Darth Maul lived through the first Star Wars movie, just hasn't been seen since. Going through Clone Wars, people who watch Clone Wars knew about it. And then there was a big reveal in the cinematic universe when he appeared in Han Solo with kind of robotic legs here. So this is a great, super cheap way to get these two minifigures, which I know there's a couple different ways to get Ahsoka, but definitely a great way to get Darth Maul minifigure. So there's this kind of prison looking thing for Darth Maul, and then there's a play feature on this throne where he can get thrown backwards. Once again, if anybody out there is a Clone Wars fan, if you've got some explanations on that, I'd love to know a little bit more. I'm as a Darth Maul fan, I may end up picking this setup. It's very cool. I should also watch Clone Wars at some point and finish watching Bad Batch too. But if only there weren't a million things to watch right now. So here's another one going back to the original trilogy. So this is Darth Vader's meditation chamber. This is 663 pieces, and it is $69.99. I think it's heavily overpriced for a set that's kind of eh. So obviously it comes with Vader and General Veers or Admiral Veers, and then you've got there's a video on the back. You can recreate this entire scene, and that's really all it is just one little scene where he's in this like meditation chamber, so he can take off his helmet. You can see this is what it looks like when it's semi-closed, and then he can spin all the way around and choke his friends. Again, I just don't think it's really worth the money for that one, unless big Vader fans might be real big on it. It just doesn't really do it for me. So now we get into the last little bit of news here. Four new Mandalorian sets. So far, we've got three which have been released, which are the reforged ATST, which is from season one, the Razor Crest, Falcon Crest, the Razor Crest, which is still out there, and it's still one of my all-time favorite Lego builds. It's on Lego.com. If you don't own that set and you're a Mandalorian fan, 10 out of 10. I can't recommend that particular set enough. I mean, you end up with Din Djarin, Baby Yoda, Grogu, I should say. You also end up with IG-11 as well as Grief Karga. A Carl Weathers Lego figure. You can't go wrong with that. It's just such a fun build. This is a smaller build from season 2, sort of. I don't know what just happened. I really like this build. I'm a big Stormtrooper fan. I absolutely love Stormtroopers. I've got a fairly big collection of various Stormtroopers in various forms. So I will definitely be picking this set up. This is the Imperial or Armored Marauder. This is 478 pieces. Obviously, you get Grief Karga here, looking a little bit older from season 2 look. There's the Mortar Stormtrooper over on the left, which is really cool. Then you get 2 more Stormtroopers. So it's a very little build. It's more or less a team pack with a big build. So this is yet another August 1st release. And you can see kind of here, you've got lots of room for them to fit. I would have been okay if they had ended up releasing the characters like Bill Bars. What is that? Was that his name? The characters from the episode where they actually are in the transport and they get kind of the shore trooper uniforms. I kind of wish they would have done that. As it is, I'm not really remembering exactly what episode this is from or what moment this is. But there is a big transport scene in season 2, and I kind of wish they would have done that set. But as it is, I think this is a fun little build. For $40, you can't really go wrong. Especially for a Star Wars set where you get a bunch of Stormtroopers, which can be used for any display or anything at all that you want to do. So now we get into a little bit of controversy, which is funny. Lego controversy here. So this is a ship. This is a ship that has been in the cultural zeitgeist since 1980. May of 1980. I believe it was May. Could have been December, November. But this ship has been around for a very, very long time. And 40 something years after this ship has been around, Disney has decided to disregard the name of this ship. Mixed feelings on it. They've decided that this ship is no longer going to be called the Slave One. Instead, it will just simply be known as Boba Fett's starship. So a lot of people are speaking out against it. I know some actors who have played Boba Fett over the years are kind of outraged. But that being said, this is probably the smallest version of the ship that are like still minifigure sized that we've ever seen. This is only $50 for this set. This is also the cheapest version of this set that we've ever gotten. I myself have the biggest, not to toot my own horn, but the giant version of this ship, and I love it. The detail, the build, it's amazing. Yet I will probably buy this version. The scaled down version looks great. This is set 75312, and it is officially called Boba Fett's Starship. And obviously this comes with Din Djarin, who comes with a silver spear, which is of course the Beskar spear. Um, and this is a classic Lego weapon that has been around for just decades and decades, and now it is painted silver and has very specific meaning within the Star Wars universe, within that canon. Um, so this is 593 pieces for 49.99. Again, this is the smallest, cheapest Boba Fett starship that we will probably ever see, and I think it looks like a great little build. As you can see, it does kind of like set up here. This little ladder, this little side build here, this is designed to basically prop up uh, Boba Fett starship so that you can display it how it flies. This is obviously just a super unique ship, that flies inverted in a weird sort of way. Um, but I've always obviously been a big fan. Okay, yeah. So there's how it kind of fits. Hopefully this is fairly sturdy. It doesn't look especially sturdy from here, but and obviously this comes with a brand new minifigure of our boy Boba, as well. He's a little softer around the middle than we remember him from 1980, as portrayed by the late great Jeremy Bulloch. But it looks great. I think it's great that they got the actor who played all of the clone troopers and all that to play an aged Boba Fett. I think that was phenomenal. Spoilers if you haven't already seen it. Yeah, just like I said, this is a $50 set. A $50 Boba Fett starship. It's gonna take some time to get used to that. Absolutely, this is a must get for sure. Then we get this Shet. Shet? Alright, I'm doing the rest of this as Sean Connery. So this particular starship, this particular one is Moff Gideon's light cruiser. So for those of you who saw season 2, even the very end of season 1 of uh, the Mandalorian, you know that like one of our big bads here is Moff Gideon, and this is his starship. It looks kind of like a scaled down version of any of the Imperial shuttles, Star Killers, whatever you want to call them. So this is a great big bad battleship. This particular one is set 575315. Yeah, it looks like a great ship. Apparently, at the very top, there's this kind of like station at the very top, and apparently that is also acting as a handle, so you can grab it from the top there, and that's supposed to kind of hold tight. Be curious to see how that impacts the build. So as you can see, we also get like a ton of minifigures within this set. So let's break that down. So we have Baby Yoda, aka Grogu. We have the Mandalorian, aka Din Djarin, who does come once again with the Beskar spear. We have Cara Dune, aka Lady Not Appearing in season 3. We also have a personal favorite of mine, Fennec Shand, who is finally getting some representation in because she doesn't have a Funko, she doesn't have a Star Wars Black Series figure. This is really the first time she's shown up in any sort of merchandising, which is very exciting. Then we see Moff Gideon himself. This is a great, really good details on him. I kind of so he's got that dark blade there, and that's its own thing. I know that's a big thing in well, it's going to be a big thing in the Mandalorian, but it's going to be it was a big thing in Clone Wars, the Mandalorian Civil War, all that kind of stuff. A lot of people are like, I wish they would have given us something other than a black lightsaber, basically, because the dark saber, that's what it's called, the dark saber. There's a lot more to it. than just being a black lightsaber. But that is a big old MacGuffin, and I'm sure it'll play a huge part in the next season of Mandalorian. And then the last thing we got here is the Dark Trooper. I really wish we got more than one. That seems like kind of a waste, especially since this is $160 set. Yeah, that's right. This is $160. I feel like this is a grossly overpriced set. This is Disney tax maxed up. When it comes down to it, this is 1,336 pieces. That comes down to about 11 cents per piece, which for Star Wars is pretty normal. Normally, like a lot of sets are going to be like 8 or 9 cents, which makes for fairly affordable sets given the size. But yeah, no, this is 11 cents per piece, which, and for a fairly bigger set, it's 160. I personally would feel comfortable paying between 100 and 120. I feel like 160 is exorbitant for a set that just looks like a very box. I think it looks very cool. I think it looks very screen accurate. There's a lot of really great things to like about it. I don't know if I can justify $160 for this set. Now there's some cool features, of course. It is kind of the outside is scaled down, and then the normal inside is kind of scaled regular. But this actually has one of the coolest features I've ever seen in a Star Wars ship, which is it actually fires TIE fighters. Like there are these little tiny mini scaled down TIE fighters that will actively shoot out of the ship, and I think that's awesome. Obviously, as you can see, it's got like stud shooters. It's got some of these laser shooters. It's got a lot of like functional, like fancy things, and it opens up from the front here. Okay, and they show a couple of other little action features and all the characters and everything else like that. So you can kind of see you've got the front of the ship. Is where you've got like your characters and all this stuff. Yeah, this is one set that I don't know if I can justify the price on this one. Lastly, this morning I got to see some pictures, which I'm very excited for, and that is the last of these Mandalorian sets that are coming out this August. All of these that I've gone over are all coming out on August 1st. That is going to be just a ridiculous day in Lego. There's just so many sets in so many different themes all coming out. I don't know that any of these particular sets will be like day of purchases. I know Jonesy is going to be getting her 3-in-1 castle set that day. There's also a Lego Ninjago Fire Dragon Attack set, which I know she will probably be getting. I will probably be getting the Water Dragon set from that Ninjago. And I don't know. I'm going to keep my eye out for maybe getting one other set that day, but I haven't decided which one just yet. That's also going to be. I'm also moving That's the weekend I'm moving, so that's also going to be kind of intense. A lot going on. I'll figure something out. Anyway, the final set. I don't know if this is going to be coming out on August 1st or October 1st. August 1st or October 1st. But one of the favorite scenes from season 1 of The Mandalorian was in the Mandalorian Forge. That was people like latched on to the Mandalorian armorer. Also, the heavy duty artillery Mandalorian was another that was voiced by Jon Favreau. A lot of people really, really, really enjoyed those two characters. So I just saw some pictures. They're not official yet, which is why I'm not posting them here right now. But I will post them once they officially go up. But it is the Mandalorian Forge, and that is going to come with a chrome version of Din Djarin. His armor is going to look super shiny. The armor and the heavy duty Mandalorian both look fantastic. The set itself looks great. When I have more details about it, I will make sure to share them from here. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, go ahead and be like a werewolf and like and subscribe. And let me know which of these sets you like the most. Which ones do you think you're gonna get? Which ones do you think seem overpriced? Do you think $160 for the light cruiser makes sense? Do you think that renaming Boba Fett Starship is dumb? Do you think it's long overdue? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you and see what you think. So we will have a couple more videos coming out later this week, and love to hear your guys' thoughts on everything. And I will sign out. Bye for now.